Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Trails Beyond the Horizon with Kellador. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, annoy your enemies. Ring the notification bell. We are looking through the Museum of Modern Art in the Entertainment District. We ran into Jess's old roommate and love interest. Welcome to the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art, where we feature fresh, new styles of work from recent history. This time frame begins at the post-revolution period, which saw a rise in various artistic forms, techniques, and philosophies that broke away from convention. We hope you enjoy our curated selections from these diverse movements, which to this day are yet evolving. I can say with confidence that they'll have you challenging your perceptions for the better. All the more so when it comes to our exhibit on 3 rising artists, now open as of today. You won't want to miss out on it. A promising new artist by the name of Kisara has been visiting us recently. Her genre is graphic art, but she shows an interest in other disciplines as well. She'll often ask me questions about such and such piece or technique, or express the most unexpected impressions and opinions. As you can probably guess, she's also one of the 3 talents we're showcasing in our current exhibit. Her skill and sensibilities never cease to amaze even me. The one from the bathhouse in Old Town. Metalwork by Felix Lalonde. Because this piece was made from discarded materials, it's known as scrap art. The piece integrates the rust and deterioration of the scrap metal as part of the art's expression. The artist says he applies the material's natural degradation and weathering to bring to life what he sees in his mind's eye. Kisara Christea. Her pieces show remarkable artistry for her age. I'm a painter myself, so I always find myself viewing these things through a critical lens. The intuition is there, and her work has this unrestrained nature that strikes a real chord. She's still a little spotty in quality, but her promise is definitely something to look forward to. My husband hasn't come home from his job at the Crossbell Consulate since spring. That's no fault of his, of course, but it's only natural to miss him. When will he be back, I wonder? Hey, Amya. These pictures are ginormous. They make me feel a whoa inside. I still love Mommy's paintings best, but the ones here are nice too. And so are those weird metal shapes there, and those big hunks of rock over there. Art museums are fun. My mommy's job is painting pictures. Sometimes they even get put up here. I love art museums. Hey, Kisara. How you doing, kiddo? Not too shabby, if I say so myself. But still. This is that exhibit on 3 up-and-coming artists, right? Yes, and Kisara was chosen to be one of them. She really is incredible. It's a particular point of honor for Aramis Academy, too, given the school's focus on the arts. Still, this place is almost too pretty for it. Graffiti art by Kisara Christea. It was her graffiti and messeldom that originally garnered Kisara attention. Characteristic of her work is the perfect balance between her bold use of sprays and traditional paint and the finer details. The artist says that these pieces represent her unorthodox state of being, as well as her everyday thoughts and emotions. Yep. How can this be? The composition, the chromatics, the ingenuity. Each is intemperately immaculate. And it was all the work of a high schooler? What cruel jest is this? Kisara. That would be the girl behind the graffiti art at the Aramis Academy Festival, no? She's improved leaps and bounds since. Victory's visage fades before me. Stop focusing on Orcus Tower so much? This exhibit includes pieces that took top honors in their categories at an art competition whose grand prize eluded my grasp. The mortification of it all compelled me to come and see my better, but this never has one of my caliber been so thoroughly, crushingly routed. Sculpture by Mehmed Zidane. Each unique piece is part of a whole, including the shadows they cast. The sculptor's work often utilizes a combination of multiple pieces to express a single theme. Okay. Yay, art museum. Looks like we've just got to head down to the hotel and the police outpost. So let's hit the hotel first. Oh, like what you see? Why not stop and take a load off at our club just down the way then? We've got a bevy of cute girls to play around with, gorgeous views included, if you catch my drift. Down the way, huh? Must be Dumont then. What, they got you on Barker duty or something? Wait, but I thought soliciting was illegal around here? Shh, not so loud. Keep it between us and I'll make it worth your while. Come on, pretty please. Is she casting one of those sex spells grown-ups talk about? That would be sex cells, Fairy. We should have guessed walking around back here with her was a bad idea. Oh, and by the way, stay out of that casino over in the main plaza. Got it? There's this hussy who works there, Momoka. Long story short, she and I are arch nemesis. You let her one-up me and my world is over. So don't even think about going in there. Got it? That's an awfully self-serving motive. They undoubtedly see one another as bitter rivals, though I couldn't speak as to why. Nope. Alrighty then. Hotel Geraint. My word, what a lovely fragrance. This was made using high-grade tea leaves sourced from southern Alsace from what I saw. Where else but the Saint-Germain? The brewing process alone speaks to its authenticity. Being a jeweler, I wholly delight in encounters with first-rate artistry of any sort. Though my work has taken me from nation to nation, this hotel is far and away my all-time favorite. Incidentally, Alsace is famed for its gemstones as well, of which it has the largest output on the continent. Aside from them, other locations of note include Le Burle for its septium, and Remiferia up north, another producer of quality minerals. As one might surmise, this necessitates that I fly about frequently from country to country. It's hectic work, yes, but the emotions a fine jewel rouses at first blush more than justifies it. So, you're Nicole from Le Burle News, eh? Heard a lot about you from Niall, rookie. He asked me to help you with coverage as a fellow international journalist, in fact. So, tut. Talk about going soft. Was the deputy editor-in-chief half asleep, too? I mean, really? You and I are rivals here, which makes this a battle of who steals the march on the other. Oh, and just so we're clear, you're not getting a single scrap of info out of this mouth, so don't even bother. Now that the third launch date's been announced, the fight is on. No time to lose. Simply put, my scoops are mine to keep, just like the last laugh will be mine to have. Yeah, you're not gonna win that. If anything, the spirit of competition should make collaborating where we can all be the more effective. Huh, feels like they're missing a word there. I'm starting to see what Niall was so wary of. This girl sure isn't short on confidence, let's call it. Sometimes it's the cocky ones that surprise you, though. All that gumption can really give them the jump on scoops. For now, though, just keep an eye on her while doing my news gathering. Yeah, too bad we don't see Niall or Grace. Or Misty. Although Misty wasn't really news. Sheesh, some people. How do these namby-pambies even make it through adulthood? Just talking to them feels like it's dulling my edge. Well, not my problem. I just need to focus on nabbing each and every scoop this space program's got to offer. Yeah, that doesn't make other people want to work with you. That causes problems in the long run.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Doria? Precious Mont Blanc. Premium Doria.
Please stop by again.
What do you have to say for yourself? Ah, welcome to the Saint Germain. This hotel first opened its doors after the Calvardian Revolution. As such, our five-star establishment will be celebrating its centennial next year. That being said, we do not overly stand on formality, so please make yourself right at home with us. It is our distinct pleasure to provide a hospitable experience that lives up to the Saint Germain name. The Saint Germain is internationally renowned for its meticulous approach to hospitality. We are also committed to employee development as we think forward to our next 100 years of operation. Take Yasmin, for example, a two-time hotelier contest winner. Truly does our staff not lack for reliability. Who do we got upstairs? Alberto. Also, home cooking. Nope. Don't jump the gun. Soul Chef Doria. Then we go here. Home cooking. Grand's White Doria. Yes, we have the stuff for it. Fantastic.
Me? If you're sure. I learned this from Gran.
You did. Miss LaToya Hamilton herself.
Whew, I'm stuffed.
You are. Mont Blanc.
Love me a sugar rush.
Do you, Van? I hadn't noticed. Where's the premium Doria? There it is.
That was yummy.
Let's just do that. And anything? Yes, we do have a new one.
I'll put it on the blog.
It's all yours.
The top quality chestnuts lend just the right level of refined sweetness and soft texture. It reminds me of the ones my friends and I would have in Arassian when we were young. 4 stars. In progress. Yeah, need those. Oof. Max Bond, not even close. Enemies log, dishes sampled. Yeah, that's not bad. Newspapers, movie brochures. Oh, so many chests. So many chests. Topic cases, gifts. So many movies. 1,000 grimoire decryptions. Oh my goodness. 10 portals. Yeah, I need to do that. Grim Arena Challenge, Battle 1. Don't think I have that yet. MVP is Fairy, Aaron, Rosette, Ketra, Judith. One more fish. Alter aim. That'll be good. Drivers, I need to get more. Plugins, need to get more. Need to unlock. Yeah, I need to get those unlocked. For everybody. Chains, so many. So many. Supports. Blitz chains, blitz supports. S-crafts, 32 out of 50. Shard commands, need to get more of those. 8 out of 25. Getting close there. 150. I need to get that quadruple. Sooner is better. Enemy slain. Ooh. Indomitability will be good. A sextuple kill. I probably need to get to an octuple kill if I can find 8 enemies. Shard skills. Dual arts. 2 out of 7. EX chains. All 7 quick art attributes used. I can probably fix that up. More palms. Okay. Lots to do. Welcome to the Saint Germain. Do let us know if you have need of anything. This may come off a bit boastful, but if I may say so in confidence, our manager, Mr. Alporto, is quite a legendary hotelier. There was a time when many a guest of honor visiting Calvard would be personally received by him. He's even been invited to governmental ceremonies. You can see why we staff members admire him so. Working here at the Saint Germain is something of a dream come true for me. I greatly admire our manager, Mr. Alporto. You see, the man is a living wealth of lessons to learn from. So please, don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. A set of 2 Aramis Gainsborough pieces are being auctioned off tomorrow. Those paintings are guaranteed mirror makers. As an art collector, I simply must have them, by hook or by crook. It would appear I have competition, however, on account of that swollen-headed toffee nose seated over there. But while losing to me in the past must have Lady Hepburn chagrined indeed, she would be better served exercising temperance in the matter. I have the upper hand in research and resources both, my dear. This battle has ended before it's even begun. Oh. I make a point of collecting those pieces that will turn the biggest profit. It's the most logical metric of artistic value, you see. No, it's not. Get off your high horse. But although Lady Hepburn's eye for aesthetics is admittedly keen, I'll thank her not to impose her personal preferences on me. While her sheer momentum may at times overtake me, it is I who hold the higher winning percentage. This battle has ended before it's even begun. You're, trying to talk yourself up. It's, not a good look. The Chardon's ever-renowned auction will be held tomorrow. There will be 2 masterpieces going up on the block that I very much intend to make mine. They're companion paintings from the prodigious Aramis Gainsborough's early period, you see, the foundations from which his style was established. And yet, drat my interminable misfortune, for I do believe that is Lord Cromwell I spy seated over there. The boor sees works of art as no more than framed mirror makers. So by no means will I allow these ones to fall into his hoggish, uncultured clutches. Lord Cromwell and I shared a friendly conversation on fine arts when we first met. It was during the auction immediately afterward that his true colors came to light. From that moment on, the two of us have been at daggers drawn. I'd sooner jump off a cliff than be outstripped by that aesthetically illiterate churl. At least you've got a way with insults. Like, props for that. But, hello. Sightseeing, are we? Just don't go letting too loose. Time and again do people forget themselves, only to end up preyed upon by insistent barkers. Unauthorized sales and solicitations are prohibited to begin with, but that doesn't stop the endless stream of them happening behind my back. It's utterly, categorically indefensible. If anybody hassles you, inform us on the double. This intersection, Cirque de Bijou, is one of the busiest junctions in the capital. As such, any and all disturbances here must be thoroughly curtailed. Thoroughly, huh? You might want to check around the corner. Just saying. Okay, let's get this done quick before that cop catches sight of us. Nothing on the front. No surprises there. There sure are a good many flyers for night spots. Oh, and there's one for an art museum fair, too. I'm going to take a quick peek at the back side. Good thinking. Out of all of us, you giving the board a once-over would draw the least suspicion. Best do it now while I'm blocking his line of sight. Let's see. Nope, I'm not missing anything. Oh. Psst, Van, take this. Well, look what we have here. Interesting. There weren't any more of these to be found in the other districts. Could this be the same type of notebook paper from what was posted on the Lev district board? I'd bet on it. Color and texture are identical. And there's something else, too. It was clearly pulled off like the other one, but this time there's more paper left behind. Probably ripped it off in a hurry because of Mr. Boy in Blue over there. If only we knew what was written on it. Hey, a clue's a clue. Not sure we'll get much else from this board, though. Obtained piece of what appears to have been a 4SPG. I think we've done enough looking around here. Just one thing left that's nagging me. The crowds are going to be piling in soon. I should go talk to the others about it before the sun goes down. Meet with the others has been added to the travel menu. Well, all things being equal, let's go meet with the others. Okay, we've got another scrap of that 4SPG. Normally, I'd say we made progress, and we're good to pull out before it gets too crowded. But there's something weighing on your mind. Could it have anything to do with that event, perhaps? It's a small thing, but there's something about it opening now. Of all times. Nah, maybe it's just a coincidence. By event, are you referring to the closed rehearsal at the Chardin? Do we know its title? Actually, I hear that and the cast are being kept under wraps, but they plan to announce both at 8 p.m. today. Yeah, they did the same thing for the show Arkansas performed here last year. You guys should have seen it. Rija did fantastic, naturally, but Goddess, the Sun Princess, Ilya Platier, was just mwah. Ah, that show. I hear it surpassed even their performances in Crossbow. Oh, wow! You got to see them live, Judith? I'm so jealous. I heard the competition for tickets was cutthroat. Guess being a celebrity, even if you're a rotten one, has its perks. Bite me? Comments of the jerk-ish variety aside, I really do wonder what they're performing. Wait, you haven't heard? I thought being with a big fancy agency would mean you'd get the insider scoop. Oh, I mean, I do get that here and there. It's just that between the show's production ramping up and our fixer work being a time vampire, I haven't...
Whoa, fancy seeing you guys here.
Hey, Mariel.
Well, well. Moriel! How's it going, everyone? It feels like it's been forever since I last dropped by to see you guys. Wow, you all look so good in those outfits. Wait, is that you, Bearguard?
It's been quite some time, Miss M.A.
Seems like you've been burning some serious rubber these last couple months.
Since you came all the way to Chardon by taxi, I assume you're here to report on the play?
Sorta. I've got some other assignments to do first, so I'll only have time to cover the back half. Wait, weren't you all invited too? Then you better hurry, or you'll miss the whole thing.
Invited? Us?
The hell are you on about?
I don't recall any invitation letters among the mail today.
Crap!
Oh, dear goddess.
Forgot something, did we?
Suddenly I have an inkling who our mystery cast could be.
Does that mean the people rehearsing here are...
I'm so sorry. I forgot to pass out Nina's invitations.
Uh-huh. Oops.
The Southern District is lost! Retreat! Fall back!
Our moment is at hand, my fellow countrymen. We shall vanquish the knights and the noblemen, trample the enemy underfoot, and stain the palace floors with their blood.
Hear my words, comrades. We stain our hands red, not for violence or vengeance, but to free our parents from tyranny, and our children from hunger.
Onward! Onward, my friends! May our song of triumph shake the old capital and herald the dawn of a new era!
Our foes are mighty, and the road to Vashtar Palace long. But for our freedom, for our equality, and above all, for love, will we brave the dangers ahead with valor and show all the depth of our resolve. In this first battle, we claim victory as our own!
Victory is ours!
That was incredible! So this is what the Calvardian Revolution was like!
Yeah, it's what they'd like you to think it was like.
I remember really liking Nina's performance as Sheena in the Gloria movie, but this was on another level.
Gloria La Revue is the stage play adaptation of that story. Who would have thought a live performance could be so impactful?
You would,
I
Ren.
know, right? And it'll be even more so when the sets are complete and they're in costume.
I know we've been slammed pretty much all day, but still, I ain't happy. 'Cause of your lapse in memory, we missed basically the entire first half.
I said I was sorry!
Imagine forgetting your own friend's rehearsal. For shame.
For shame.
It wasn't like that. I wasn't sure if she wanted it to be a surprise or not, and for the record, it being a stage show was news to me too. I thought it was gonna be for something more casual. If I knew it was for this, I definitely wouldn't have left them in my room. Wait a sec. Was that what Nina was trying to tell me after the fan event?
Let me guess. You were in such a hurry to meet back up with us, you completely ignored her.
Well, I'm sure we can get a hold of tickets for the actual performance at a later date.
In times like these, it's best to look for the silver lining. Now the full performance will be all the grander for us.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Bearguard. Your words of wisdom have made me feel all—
Don't go mistaking the Roaring Lion's kindness for an excuse, young lady.
Hey, Gran.
Oh,
Dominique.
good evening, you two. Thank you again for inviting me here today.
What? Grammy? And also—
No, thank you for attending, my dear. Looking forward to seeing your article smack dab on the front page. A certain absent-minded granddaughter of mine could learn a thing or two from you about self-betterment.
Hey, give me some credit here. I've been doing plenty of Wait, that's beside the point. What are you doing in Edith, Mom?
Bring it down a few notches, dear. It may be the intermission, but still, use your inside voice.
Hey, Chloe.
You must be Van Arkride, and I assume the rest of you are under his employ, yes? I'm Judith's mother, Chloe. My daughters told me all about you.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. It's true what they say. You don't look a day over 20.
Yeah, you're twice as hot as your daughter.
Ugh! Shut it!
You flatter me. It may surprise you to hear, but it's been nearly 15 years since I retired. My mother's the reason I'm here. She brought me away from my little hole in the wall to help Nina. Despite being out of the industry for so long, I was asked to give her coaching for her first stage play.
Well, I'd say you did an excellent job, because her performance was phenomenal. The experience as a whole felt rather surreal compared to that of a movie, with the actors right there in front of you. It was very moving.
Even the temporary costume sets and lighting didn't detract from the experience one bit.
You should forward those compliments to the performers and the crew, as they deserve the lion's share of the credit. Speaking of lions, you're looking well, Bearguard.
Ah, it's good seeing you again after all this time.
The feeling is mutual. I must thank you for giving a hand to Van and his friends while I was away.
All right. You did say you rubbed shoulders with Judith's grandma, didn't you, Master?
And you knew my mom too? I mean, I knew she was friends with Victor, but not you.
Yes, we've been acquainted for some time. He comes by the cafe in Anchorville every so often.
As for me, it's been decades since we last met. And the same can be said for him.
Well, well.
What a welcome surprise this is. I wasn't expecting to run into you in Arkwright Solutions.
Mr. Rocksmith.
President Rocksmith?
What are you doing here in Edith?
It's good to see you, Mr. Rocksmith. Last time I saw you was during my trip to Long Lie in late spring, no? Oh, how time flies.
Samuel Rocksmith.
The hands of time have been moving apace in Calvert of late. As to your question, young lady, I came for the show. I couldn't very well pass up the chance to see a wondrous work of art ahead of opening night.
I knew well this road would be paved in bloodshed. I knew it from the start. I must set my sights forward, never looking back, not even for my fallen comrades. For there is but one path unfurled before me. But how? How can we know if a new dawn awaits us at its end?
Indeed. And you have 7,000 Mira as a reward for completing patrolling the Blacklight District. We'll take it.
Those are impressive results. I'll update your evaluation rank.
Firm and receipt.
Oh, that'll be good. That will be very good.
That's just about perfect.
S rank.
What can I say?
Go Judith. Ken McCoy. Bah. What do we got? Afterward, the rehearsal ended to thunderous applause. Following that, the release date and the name of the play, Gloria la Revue, was finally revealed to the public in the midst of the excitement. Van, along with Dominique, Rocksmith, and the others, left to have dinner at a certain cozy bistro they were all well acquainted with. The now loading screen changed.
Oh, I wish I could have seen Nina play Sheena too.
I'm really sorry, Yume. That's on me for not triple-checking with Judith beforehand.
Not only did you forget the Spriggan crew's invitations, but Victor and his families too? Unbelievable.
Oh, for the 1000th time, I'm sorry, okay? Listen, I'll get everyone VIP seats for the actual performance, I swear it.
Really, it's fine, Judith. We would have been stuck minding the restaurant either way.
Maybe Yume can see one of the daytime showings. I have to imagine she'd enjoy seeing the real show much more than the rehearsal.
That's true enough. The costumes and sets will be quite lavish, and they'll be giving out small commemorative gifts for the little ones.
Really? Yay! Now I want to go even more. Van, you better bring Agnes along. Got it? And take Fairy and Katja and Aaron and Rosette and Mr. Bearguard too.
Fine. You win. Long as we don't have work that day.
I'd be happy to come with you, May.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, Yume. Aren't you forgetting someone?
Whoopsie. I guess I did. Fine. I guess you can come along.
Oh, little squirt's got you by the short hairs.
Well played, Humes.
Judith normally has it pretty well together, but her mind does have a tendency to go wandering into La La Land.
Personally, I find that particular trait to be rather endearing.
Agreed. Having to always be on her case can get tiring, but it's always amusing seeing her oh no face.
All that tells me is that she needs a good dressing down now and again.
I'm rather curious as to the state of the room you're renting. Perhaps I should do a little inspection?
What? No, my clothes are all over the floor!
Uh-huh.
Back to the matter of the play. I wouldn't feel right going along without Yume's grandfather in tow.
Ah, yes. She needs a chaperone, doesn't she? I'll come talk to you about this later, Van.
Now that's just desperate, old man.
Since Yume's 7 years old and can do more on her own now, I think he's feeling a little left out, is all. I never dreamed of seeing an old stiff like Victor turning into a helicopter grandpa. Can't say I blame him. If my granddaughter had been this cute, I'd have probably doted on her, too. Hey! That's just mean. Don't take Mother's quips to heart, dear. You know it's just how she shows her love. Now, on a different note. Why are you staring at the maid like that? Oh, it's nothing. The color of your hair just happened to remind me of someone I know. You mentioned you were here on dispatch from Marduk, but where are your parents from, if you don't mind my asking? Ah, I know who you're referring to. Yes, I can see the resemblance. Who are they talking about? Unfortunately, I have no family to which I belong, nor do I have any relatives to speak of. Rosette, my apologies. That was a little too personal a thing to ask. Rosette's never really told us much about her past, or her artificial body.
I see. You met with Roy again this morning, eh?
Yep, by sheer coincidence. At least, I think it was one. There's no way he would have sat around waiting for us to show, right? I don't think he'd go quite that far, but I can't entirely write off the possibility either. Yeah. We're investigating a series of inexplicable signs with ties to the space program. As such, I could see why he, as head of state and the one spearheading the program, would wish to deter us. But we can't let him. Not while there are all these matters that need investigating. Like those unexplained disappearances and the urban legends being spread online. There's also the strange monsters you encountered along the highway and in the underground culvert. Even the Guild has put those cases higher up on their priority list. What's got me puzzled is why Heiyue is sticking their noses in this. It certainly is curious, especially with Yin and the head of the new family involved. Want to explain how the hell you people know about Heiyue's inner workings? I mean, it's not that surprising the first and second generation would know about the Whoa. There's no need to fret. I've known about them for a long time now. In fact, Dominique and I made a pact when I was still green behind the ears in the world of politics. You'll have to forgive me for the trouble I caused during my time in the suit. Green behind the ears, he says. Nah, you were as sly a devil back then as you are now. Had I not been wise to your weaselly ways, you'd have had us cats on your leash. And had this weasel not been on his toes around you, he'd have suffered much the same fate. Must be tough for you hearing these kinds of wild stories and not being able to share.
Such is the responsibility of a VIP bodyguard.
Special ops.
Any person tasked with protecting a former president is obligated to uphold confidentiality.
And Kaede's younger brother.
From a CID perspective, I know this arrangement is a bit confusing for everyone involved, but it's not my place to lay judgment.
Oh, well, I'm not going to press you for details, but I, appreciate your confidentiality. If the CID had a problem with that situation, you would think Mr. Kincaid would have told us about it when he was working with us previously. Right. Previously. The man's made himself practically unreachable. I've never encountered this with him before. I'm sorry, Van. Ah, yes. Rene Kincaid. I've spoken with him on several occasions. He's a sharp lad. He rose from student council president to agent of the CID just after its establishment via the Department of Internal Affairs. I know his father well. From what I understand, it seems like he and Rene don't talk very much these days. Yeah, that's what I hear too. Doesn't seem like it's because of any bad blood between them, though. Oh, yeah. I feel like someone told us a while ago he was the son of a bureaucrat. Does his father have a high standing in the government? He's the current Deputy Secretary of the Department of Justice. In other words, among the top echelon of government officials. He's reportedly a stickler for the rules, and his principles and beliefs have never wavered, even during the current administration. He's about as dry as the Shirin Desert, but he's also fair, and he has a hands-off approach to life and politics. Maybe that's why his boy grew up to be a cold, calculating, four-eyed demon. Deputy Secretary Kincaid has been of help to me in the past, but he's a man of ambition with little regard for other people. In that sense, maybe his son takes more after Roy than he does his father. Yeah? What do you mean?
Perhaps now is a good opportunity to broach the subject. It's no real secret, but at the same time, it's not the sort of thing I'd normally discuss out in the open. Bearguard and Dominique likely have an idea of what I'm going to say. So, you're aware that before his foray into politics, Roy was once in the military, correct?
Yep. I heard he showed off some impressive sharpshooting during the coup d'etat. Once in the military, now the president. Sounds an awfully lot like the old Blood and Iron Chancellor. He also piloted that assault frame like it was
That's
nothing.
Natural. Roy wasn't the leader of the Army's elite special ops unit for nothing. What's more, he even lent a hand to LeBurle's Royal Army during the 100 Days War.
Wait, seriously? Indeed. So he knows Cassius Bright. The 100 Days War, the conflict wherein the Empire ventured to invade LeBurle 17 years ago. From what I read, it was the first time military-grade airships were used in actual combat. On paper, he was little more than a military attaché stationed at the Calvardian Embassy in LeBurle. Due to the cloak and dagger operations between the warring nations, Calvard could no longer sit in silence, so we sent him as our silent blade. In lieu of participating in battle, Gramhart put together an instructional unit to support Colonel Bright and his counter-offensive forces. By means of intelligence and strategy, he helped to break up and defeat the Empire's armored divisions that occupied each region. Though it was never made public, I hear Her Majesty reached out in private when he returned home to thank him personally. Roy then submitted a report of his experiences to Brigadier General Haring, his commanding officer, and other elected officials. This led to the formation of the Republic's foremost military pillar, the Armored Aviation Divisions. Wow, even I didn't know all this. That's amazing! You have one of the coolest dads ever on Yes. And one of the wildest. Holy shit. I've heard bits and pieces of this, but I never realized he played that pivotal of a role in the war. Listening to this story again, I'm reminded of the depth of character he possessed, even at a young age. So, having added that prominent feather to his cap, he retired from the military and entered the political arena. The man wasted no time losing his liberal connections to put himself on the map and to catch the eye of the former administration. As I recall, he served as the government liaison during the DG cult purge operation. Yes, that did take place when the mantle was yours, didn't it? You and Dominique were a great help during that ordeal. With his military background and ties to Liberl, it only made sense for Roy to aid Cassius, who was at the helm of the operation. It was a success, of course, but we lost more lives than any other nation. We had to prevent this horrific incident from ever coming to light. For those who don't know, the DG cult will play a large role in the upcoming Sky SC remake. This required political maneuvering and a firm grip on information dissemination to protect the rights and privacy of the victims. In other words, he covered it up. I got mixed feelings about that, but I get it. Probably spared those kids and families a whole lot of grief. Indeed. Yeah, you would know, Ren. This is the first I'm hearing of Mom and Grammy being a part of that. You and the rest of the people involved sure are amazing. Wait, hold up. If the war was 17 years ago, and if on Yes' 17th birthday is 3 days from now, does that mean your dad was in Liberl when you were born? That's right. Mom told me he wasn't able to be here then because of his military work. Now I know he was in a far-off country, fulfilling a greater purpose. I'm still trying to process my feelings on all this, but as strange as it sounds, I'm proud of him. Really proud. I don't think it's strange at all. It's totally okay to be proud of your dad. I'm sure he wanted nothing more than to pack his bags and fly back home to see you. Yes, I can easily picture that being the case. He may not always show it, but he cares for you. Just think about how he jumped into action during the Pandemonium crisis and the coup. Behind that cold, unfeeling facade is an overprotective dad who loves his little girl. I feel it every time he glares at me. Even after all this time, I don't think that part of him has changed a single bit. Yes, you're probably right. People may wear one face in public and another only to those close to them, but they both remain a fundamental part of who they are. As for this space program of his, I can say one thing for certain. It would not be where it is now if not for his unwavering conviction. That's the part that makes him a royal pain in the ass to deal with sometimes.
When you become the head of state, you gain a unique perspective, a lens through which no one else can see. After the cult purge, and after helping me get elected, Roy left the Republican Party. I know little of his life since then, but as someone who's observed him for a long time, there's one thing I can say with absolute confidence. He loves his family more than anything. All that he does for Calvert, or anything else for that matter, is simply an extension of that. How that may look to others holds little weight in his mind. That may be why he always appears so unflappable. There are few men in all the world as strong-willed as Roy Gramhart.
I know. That's why we have to be ready for the road that lies ahead, even if it leads us down a different path. We'll just have to brave it so we can face Dad with the same conviction he has.
As you guys should know, we have our own way we like to tackle things. Though that doesn't mean we won't work with the guild or whoever else. We'll do whatever it takes to get the job done right. And in style.
Well spoken.
You really are a peculiar bunch, but that is part of your charm, I suppose.
You know, you actually had me until the in style bit. Couldn't serve up that line without a side of cringe. Huh, Chief?
Maybe he should have phrased it like, we'll get it done like the hard-boiled fixers we are. That feels a little more van-like, I think.
Yeah, somehow I think that'd make me cringe even more coming from him.
Now. Let's not tease him too much for clinging to his cool, detached persona. Chasing unattainable dreams is simply in men's nature.
Amen, girl! That said, I think it's endearing in his case.
Now listen here. I'll have you know I'm the coolest, most hard-boiled sprigging around.
I don't think you're convincing anyone here.
Is being less than persuasive one of the unwritten rules of your company?
Well, that makes Roy Graham Hart sound a whole lot like Gileath Osborne. And that is more than a little concerning. Following that, Agnes and Ren decided to leave before the others. The rest of the group saw them off from the entrance. Meanwhile, former President Rocksmith, Dominique, and Chloe stayed behind to chat for a little longer. 9th of July, 8 p.m. We're gonna run over here. When it comes to a stop, I'll stop the recording and start a new one until this gets through the end of it. Starting to think finding whoever left these bits of requests won't be a walkover. Alright, pausing here for a sec. We'll start back up for the next 5 minutes or whatever it takes to get through the scene.